start.
Greetings to all. I'm Ananya Elizabeth Varghese from Mar Gregorios Orthodox Church, Noida. Today, I'm in front of you on behalf of Indian Orthodox Diaspora Delhi Diocese. Let's give thanks to the Lord Almighty for protecting us throughout this pandemic period. I hope that all of you are safe and comfortable wherever you are. As we all know that this pandemic period has really been a testing time for each and every one of us. Many of us are facing financial difficulties. Many people have lost their jobs. From top to bottom, from businessmen to service people to daily wage workers, it has affected everyone. In this crucial period, I am extremely happy to inform you that OCYM Delhi Diocese has come up with a great initiative in which they are providing job opportunities through an online job portal. This initiative will be beneficial to all those who have lost their jobs or who are searching for new possibilities and opportunities. Let me tell you that there is a very strong team who are working behind this great initiative of OCYM Delhi Diocese. On behalf of Indian Orthodox Diaspora Delhi Diocese, I am now going to introduce two prominent personalities of OCYM Delhi Diocese who are actively working behind this initiative and whom I'll be interviewing today. Mr. Jaby John from St. Thomas Orthodox Church, Ghaziabad, and Advocate Robin Raju from St. Thomas Orthodox Church, Sarita Vihar. Mr. Jaby John is currently working as a corporate head in the IT department of MBD Group of Companies. He is an IT professional with over 20 years of experience. Sir has previously headed organizational divisions in NIIT and Iris Software. Mr. Jaby John is an active member of St. Thomas Orthodox Church, Ghaziabad, and also he has been serving as the OCYM Unit Secretary of Ghaziabad Parish since the last 2 years. Sir is also an OCYM Central Committee member. Sir's native place is in Kollam, Kerala. Mr. Robin Raju is an advocate, and presently he is associated with Pravasi Legal Cell as its core member. Advocate Robin Raju, as we all know, he has been serving as a General Secretary of OCYM since the last 2 years and is rendering a great service to our diocese. On behalf of Indian Orthodox Diaspora, I extend a warm welcome to both of you on this interview. Before starting, I would like to extend a hearty congratulations on behalf of Indian Orthodox Diaspora to OCYM Delhi Diocese for this great initiative of theirs. Moving on, my first question to you is that how did this idea come into your mind? What was the inspiration for this project and what exactly is this project all about? Could you just brief us on that?
Yeah. Hi, Ananya. First of all, thank you so much to you and to the organization as a whole, Indian Orthodox Diaspora, for giving us this opportunity to share our thoughts about this initiative, about Job Portal that we have started. Now, as your question, before I come to answer that question, I would like to say that you actually kind of given the answer in the introduction itself. See, the very idea behind this portal or this initiative was because of the current scenario. As you rightly said, COVID-19 is a pandemic which has affected all our lives. And it has affected us in a very drastic manner, a very unprecedented event that has happened. So nobody was prepared for it. The lockdown also was imposed suddenly. And the after effects of lockdown has been drastic. People have lost jobs. That's a major, major concern. So initially we were not aware of this because we thought that maybe quickly this will pass away. And that's the reason why we started with an initiative. We had an umbrella project by the name Kuda Kutam, So under that project, we decided we'll distribute ration kits. So with the help of our units and parish priests and everybody involved, we were able to distribute about 350 kits. And the diocese team was also had taken the initiative to do that. But then as time progressed and the lockdown was extended, we came to know that a lot of people are getting affected in a major way, and they're getting affected because they're losing their source of income. So many places, people losing their jobs. I personally also came across a lot of people telling me that they have lost their jobs. So in this crisis where our diocese members were getting affected in a major manner, we realized that temporary solutions are not enough. We need to do something which has got more a lasting impact. And that is the reason why we decided collectively, we held a committee meeting and where we decided that we need to have this portal which is in sync with today's times. Unfortunately, we never had a portal of this kind before. Though people before me and the committees that have worked, they've all had this concern about job loss and creating job opportunities. So they had a job page and everything on Facebook and everything, but we never had a proper portal or a proper setup which really targets this issue. So that is the reason why we decided we need to have a job portal. And the best person for that we felt was Mr. Jaby John, because he's into IT and he has loads of experience. As you said in your introduction itself, he's got more than 2 decades of experience. So he was the best person for it. So we, along with him in his leadership, we decided to form a team. And that team of 3 members, the core team of Mr. Raju Varghese from Hauskas and Ms. Lydia Babu from Jaipur, that was the core team. But thankfully, along with that core team, we also got the support of 2 unit coordinators from each parish. So almost like 15 parishes have collaborated in this initiative. And apart from that, a big joy for us is that apart from the office bearers and committee members, Mrs. Elizabeth, like Mrs. Elizabeth Samuel, Mr. Samuel George, who's a very active member, people like them have also joined us in supporting this initiative. So that is the best part. So everybody realizes that this issue is grave and we need to step in and we need to do something about it. So that is how this whole idea came about. And this whole portal is basically we try to develop in a very convenient, in a very handy manner, which is which suits everybody. And I think in your questions further ahead, in your questions, you want to ask about it. So that's how, that's the answer, because to your first question, yeah, this is how it came about.
Thank you so much, Advocate Robin Raju, for that wonderful answer. And I think by now we must have understood that so many people are working behind this initiative of OCYM Delhi Diocese. So next, what I wanted to ask was that what is the whole process of applying to this online job portal? Like suppose if there is a newcomer who's seeking for a job opportunity. So what is the step 1 that he has to do? From step 1 of registration till the final step of getting the job. Can you just brief us about the entire process of application?
So I'll address this. Thank you, Ananya, for giving me the opportunity. And a special thanks to IOD, especially Santosh, for taking this, organizing this kind of awareness program. So for a job seeker, if we want to take the benefit of this initiative, first of all, any church member, they need to know who is the job cell coordinator. That is the first thing. Okay, and what is the job portal URL? What is the link for the job portal? So these are the 2 things they need to know. So once they are aware of that, they can simply go to that job link, the portal link, and they can register themselves. So once they register themselves, that registration request will be submitted to the concerned job cell coordinators. They will approve that request of registration. Once they validate, they are going to ensure that this person belongs to the same parish, and they can approve it. After their approval, this person can further log into the portal, and once they log in, there can be listed jobs. Okay, so the candidate can search through the job and they can apply for an appropriate position, what all is available there. Once it is applied, that application will automatically go to the job provider and mark CC to the concerned job cell coordinators. And from there, the follow-ups and influencing part can come in picture, and that application process is through from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So another thing that I was curious to know is that is there any upper and lower age limit for applying to this job portal? And also, what is the minimum qualification that is required for application towards this job portal? Like some people have just studied up to class 12, some may be graduates, some may be postgraduates. So what is the minimum qualification that is required?
Minimum qualification, since this is a charity initiative and it belongs to the church members, okay? So there is no such criteria we made as such. There is no minimum age requirement. There is no minimum qualification criteria we made. So the portal is only going to ask your experience and upload your CV, and you can just go in and you can see any job position which relates to your experience. You can apply. So there is no as such minimum and maximum qualification or criteria is mentioned in that.
Okay, so basically, people from any qualification or people who find themselves capable of doing a job, they can apply on this job
Correct,
portal.
correct.
Also, I think from this, it is also understood that the working hours and also the pay scale, it will all differ from job to job. It depends on the job that they get.
Correct. Yeah, correct.
Okay. So the other question that I wanted to ask was like for students like me who are currently pursuing their post graduation or who might be pursuing any course, can they also apply on this job portal? Is there any facility of part-time job available?
Like I said, all kind of jobs are sourced into this portal. Okay, so the question that you asked, any part-time job, that sort of achievement is already done by this initiative. One of our unit member got the benefit of getting the part-time job through this initiative already. So that is also there. So there is no such criteria that only full-time job is there. So it's any kind of job. It will be listed there from any source which is directly referred by one of our church members, so that can be posted on the job portal and that can be benefited to all. So there is no such criteria. Yeah.
Okay. And is this job portal that has been started by OCYM Delhi Diocese, is it restricted to only Orthodox Christians or is it open to all denominations?
Robin, if you want to ask them.
See, this idea, as I told you in the outset, that this idea has come about because seeing the concerns of our members in the diocese. So we realize that a lot of people are going through tremendous stress, pain, because they're losing their source of income. So we decided to do something as an organization. We decided to do something. So as you know that as an organization, as a spiritual organization, we've got our limitations. We cannot, even though we may have a big intent, we may want to do and touch a lot of lives, irrespective of denomination, irrespective of religion. But then you have limitations to do that. So as a spiritual organization, we decided to start at a nascent level, at a small level. And that's how this whole idea has emerged. So since it's at the beginning, we are focusing on our members at right now. We are hoping that we can touch maximum lives. We can guide our members who are going through stress and pain. And that's how we can do only, because this portal is small in terms of setup, in terms it's not like as big and as professional, and there's not a big dedicated team also in terms like the professional job portals that are working in the country. It's not like that. So it's a small initiative which has started. So focus right now is on our members of the diocese. So we are focusing them.
So basically, currently the focus is on Delhi Diocese Orthodox Christians. Basically, that's the main focus right
absolutely.
now. Because it's at the initial stage.
Absolutely. Because see, just to add on, apart from our diocese, there are other dioceses also which have started job portals of the same kind. So what I've heard recently is that during these Corona times, Bangalore diocese also started an initiative. So they are focusing on their members of the diocese primarily. So everybody, since dioceses are planning like this, so I think we have also thought that let's keep it for our diocese right now. Our members, let's focus on our members and let's try and redress their problems, especially in terms of connected with jobs.
We are also looking,
at least someone has, please continue.
We are also looking at the possibility of integrating the other diocese kind of job portal. they also have a job portal. So we are looking at the possibility how we can integrate and benefit each other. Like some job opportunities coming in Bangalore region,
Right.
which is sourced by us, which can be given to that side so that they can get benefited. Those sort of integration is also in plan. So we will be working on it.
So it's basically a beautiful thing when we see people from our church coming together to help each other out. Basically, one thing that has come into my mind is that we are fulfilling that commandment of Jesus Christ, that is, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So I think it's a really beautiful thing what OCYM Delhi Diocese has come up with. Last but not the least, what I want to ask is, what is the message that you would want to give to all the listeners, to the audience who is watching this interview? What do you want to tell them, and how can we contribute towards this project of OCYM Delhi Diocese?
Robin?
What's stuck?
Shall I answer that? Robin?
So you can continue. Maybe Robin Bhaiya will, Robin Bhaiya can join later.
So the message that we would like to convey is, this is an opportunity for our church members, whoever is facing any challenge in the workplace or lost their jobs due to this pandemic or any reason. This is an opportunity. You can connect with your parish, and you can connect with the OCYM role holders and get the benefit of this job still initiative. They can simply identify the job cell coordinators, or through the parish vicars. They can come to us and they can register themselves as a job seeker. They can apply jobs. They can try, getting this opportunities. On the other side, the people who are watching this, if you are an influencer, you have a reference to any open position, you can definitely come to us, because that is the only source. The source of job is again church. So all the influencing people in church, the senior people who are working somewhere as a senior position or who own their own business, so they are the job providers that we consider. Okay, so all the job vacancies, it is sourced from them. So anyone watching us, it is a humble request. If you have any known open position in any of your known organization, your own organization, please contact your church responsible role holders and inform us, connect us, and we will keep in touch with you, and we will, try to utilize that opportunity. That is what the message I want to convey.
Robin, Mr. Robin Raju, would you like to add on something to this?
Ananya, there was some connection issue, so I couldn't hear your question properly.
So my question was, what is the message that you would want to give to the audience who is watching this interview?
Yeah. So I would like to just say this much, that this is an effort which requires collective support. It cannot be done, or we cannot achieve the target that we want, that to touch lives and to show career guidance and to people just through an organization. That cannot be possible. So it will require collective support from everybody, and people need to think in a broader manner. It should not be thought that this is a spiritual organization's initiative. It has to be thought in the sense that this is an initiative which will help people in a large way, and it's required in today's time, especially in this COVID times. So therefore, we need to come together and support this. And a diocesan level support is required. So from the top, we've requested Trimini also. Trimini has been very positive about it. Saji Achin, everybody, and then the central support as well as support of all the spiritual organizations. It's good to see that diaspora has come forward, and it shows their intention also, that they want to support this initiative. So likewise, support from all the spiritual organizations is required. Support from everybody, including the senior members. I think, as Jaby also said, because I heard him saying that it's important that the people who are seniors, there are a lot of people who actually come to us also. They've said that they're willing to support us. So there are a lot of people who've got a lot of experience in the city. They've worked, they've got a lot of connections. We require them to support us, tell us about job leaks, job informations. Only then can we create it. See, this is as you said somewhere in the middle of this interview, you said rightly that this is a collective initiative. Everybody together, we are doing it. Of the same denomination, we are all of the same diocese. We are all collectively doing this. So we need to work in a symbiotic manner, help each other. That is very, very important. So only then can we achieve, we'll get the desired results. So I hope the message is only this: please do support this initiative, do come forward and do tell us about different job opportunities that are available, so that we can help that. Through that, job seekers can get some links. Yeah.
Great, great. Thank you for that wonderful answer. It was a really great opportunity for me to to have interviewed both of you. So I hope that all those who are listening to this interview by now, you must have understood what is the main motive behind this initiative of OCYM Delhi Diocese. So kindly share this information to all your church members, especially to those who are going through a lot of struggles during this period. So on behalf of Indian Orthodox Diaspora Delhi Diocese, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to our Diocesan Metropolitan, His Grace Dr. Yohanonma Demetrius, and to our Diocesan Secretary, Reverend Father Saji Yohanan, also to the Vice President of OCYM Delhi Diocese, Reverend Father T.J. Johnson, and to all the members of OCYM Delhi Diocese, especially to Mr. Jaby John and Advocate Robin Raju, for taking out their valuable time and joining with us today. And thank you so much for briefing us about this new initiative of yours. As I have mentioned earlier, that a lot of people's hard work is behind this new project. As they also said, Mrs. Elizabeth Samuel and Mrs. Samuel George, Mr. Liju from Hostars, along with Ms. Lydia Babu from Jaipur, they all are joint conveners of this project. And there are many more people who are working behind this. So let's all hope and pray that this great initiative of OCYM Delhi Diocese is able to touch the lives of many people. Also, I extend my sincere thanks to Indian Orthodox Diaspora Delhi Diocese for providing us with a platform to create awareness about this new project of OCYM Delhi Diocese. Once again, I would like to thank Mr. Jaby John and Advocate Robin Raju. Thank you so much for joining us today, and may God bless all of us. May God bless all of us abundantly.